Let's see, is this actually working? Looks like everything is good to go. So, since everything is good to go, hello there, tenno. I am Shadini7, and today I pretty much just want to simply answer a question that I've had in my mind since Deviri was released. And that question was, what is the game like for a new player to start from the Paradox instead of our standard way, or the old way of actually starting from the game? I mainly had this question because of one major reason. The starting weapons are different. When we first load into the game, we usually get our primary is the MK1 Paris and the MK1 Bren, our secondary is either the Lato or the MK1 Kunai, and then our melee is the Skana or the MK1 Bow. But Deviri gives us different weapons to start. So I'm curious on how the game is going to be for a new player if they decide to start from the Paradox instead of our old way of starting. So we're going to end up answering that question. There will be a smaller video after the stream is over, giving a quick rundown of what I've just went through. So stay tuned for that if you really don't want to watch the several-hour stream. And with all that nonsense out of the way, let's get to, well, actually getting this set up. So we can get started here. Gonna turn down my audio settings in game. None of these settings are mainly gonna have to be fidgeted with. Just turning down audio settings. Everything else here is totally fine. We will have to change one of the settings if it doesn't give me the option, but that will be fine. We can edit that later, because it's just one of those things that I'd rather have, but maybe for the sake of how this is gonna go, I just won't worry about it.
Tenno.
But here we are.
A choice awaits you. The path left is what I would expect of you. A warrior of frightening power. A Warframe at your command. But the path right? A paradox. Here, you are a prisoner of a twisted king, seemingly powerless. Decide now, but know that in time, both paths converge, and you will hear his voice that none have heard. Choose.
Okay. So I guess this is considered to be the Warframe path comparative to the Paradox path. The Warframe path is the base path that we all know and have went through. The Paradox path is what we're going to be looking at in this very case. Let us see how bad this actually goes. And yes, eventually you will be able to go into the Warframe path of stuff. Probably after you finish the Deviri Paradox quest, then you'll be able to access standard star chart stuff. As the Lotus already labeled, that both of these paths eventually will converge. And by eventually, they don't mean very long. The Warframe path is very short. It's like one... Now you have a quest again, but it's not nearly as annoying. So...
Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, and entertainment. How many times will one dissenter die before accepting their fate? I ask you once more. How many times will one fool die? How much will one proud human soul suffer? Before bending a knee to the greatness of their eternal king. Citizens of Duviri, it is a well-known fact to each and every one of us, yes, that the unbent knee must be broken. Again.
Ever get that feeling you're stuck? Spinning inside your little wheel, only to find you're right back where you started. So it goes. Day by day, year by year, until you're dead inside. You feel nothing. You're just a prisoner, trapped in the spiral of someone else's dream.
For this factor here, we're just going to keep it default. However, the game defaults it.
Begin again.
You've made the king furious. And not just him. Me! We've both had enough of you! By order of His Majesty Dominus Thrax, death by impalement. You will look at me when I... But you can't send it back to hell. Even better! Death by Meteor!
I still love that part.
Why not? Now what?
Maybe this will help you relax. What's gotten into you? Where's that apathy I've come to love?
Alright.
Damn it.
We're moving through.
I am the Bombastine of the courtly stage. Until that witch Lucinia took it from me. A fancy new hand, sire. Lucky you.
I don't belong here. Shit. I don't even know why I'm talking to you. You're just some Thrax plaything, right?
Too true. Not like you. No matter how much work I put in.
I'm just looking for a way out of here.
A way out when all of us are obliged to stay?
Where?
Yonder.
Don't get in my way.
Ah, the audience loved you. Of course they
Bombastine. How does this section work? Because usually this has...
What the hell?
Oh, okay. That is a terrible looking... whatever. Alright, so... Okay, I think it's over there, yeah? Yeah. Over here... And with the dead center... And we're done.
For the person who has everything, a little something extra.
20 interesting. That we won't be messing
Be on
with.
your way. That oreworm is hunting, and it has your scent. Though you could buy some time if you fed it with cilia first.
I am your cloud above, your fire below, your reckoning.
Mm-hmm. This area. Well, actually, I forgot. We have to go down here first for this hand to trigger. I'm pretty sure you can probably just jump it from that area, but meh, whatever.
Right now, you're thinking, is this real? Or some fevered dream?
I'm wondering why the hell this all feels so damn familiar.
Emotions. They guide where others fail. The king's spiral takes away time, experience.
You don't seem like the others.
I am Teshin. Oh, yes. And this is, well, it was you that named her. Remember? Lua. I miss the ebbing of that pensive light. Here, we spiral in the constant glare of an absurd purgatory. You need to break free.
I'm just so tired.
The figurine you pulled from the paradox, the lost toy of a temperamental child. You need only to find the rest of its pieces.
You can't be serious. You can keep the doll. I've got to get as far away from this as I can.
You know you cannot run from here with Thrax on the throne, but by all means, try again. I'll even give you my blades. Until the next spiral, then.
Oh, right, I forgot. It wants me to spend a little bit into writing so I can call my case whenever. None of this is really gonna matter because we're not gonna utilize any of these intrinsics.
Did someone make a new friend? Trying to make me jealous, are you? I'll find him. Soon enough. Didn't I warn you?
The oral worm loaded. Anger personified. Quick, you must find a way to the mainland. Impressive. If you are done gallivanting across the skies, might I suggest finding shelter on the mainland before Loden's wrath is turned upon you?
Scripted death.
You're thinking, is this real?
Some fevered dream. All right. Teshin, I'll try it your way.
You remember. Good. Now, we can begin. Warframes. Brought here by the Paradox. In the world beyond the wall, they were the weapons of a warrior caste called the Tenno. I suspect your hand may offer a way to control them as they did. Choose.
This is simple. We're just gonna go through and cheese all this. So we're gonna use the best boy for cutting cheese, Excalibur. All the Warframes are good in their own right. Excalibur, Mag, and Volt are all really good frames. Excalibur makes the game really easy for the start. Mag is a little bit more of a challenging frame to use at the beginning, but she's still really good. And Volt is good in the beginning and can extend far into the end game.
Relax. Let your mind adjust to the dissociation.
So, all the Warframes are good. Do not take that for granted. Now, the way that DE built this is really ridiculous because you can kind of just... You don't actually have to obey any of the rules here at all. Okay, maybe that one you do. Well, except for this one, you don't have to wall dash this at all. But you should definitely go through and do these challenges if you are a new player. Gives you an idea on how Warframe control works.
I think I'm ready.
And yeah, it's actually quite nice. Now we're going to be learning, I think, its Warframe abilities. Excalibur has 4 abilities, as every Warframe does.
Would be a liability, attracting his every worm.
Just depending on what you decide to choose on how things work.
In its power.
So what am I doing here, Teshin? A joyride?
You are seeking a paradox. You'll need more than her hand and my blades to survive above. Here they come.
So, yeah, in this case, we're defeating attackers with the powers behind the Excalibur Warframe. I don't even need to bother with how this is going to work, because Excalibur, as I said before, is the best Warframe for cheesing everything.
There's something else down here.
He gets actually a lot more complicated towards the end, how to survive. To actually play more in the end game. Mag is a little bit easier to work in the end game. Alright, so secondaries. So there's some pretty decent secondaries to get this option too, but if it's me, I'm gonna have to go with the Piranha. But there's also the Lex, which is meh, and then there's also the Nefasto. But in this case, we're totally going with the Piranha here. It is a shotgun pistol. And yeah, I know I'm going around now with just a gun, but, you know. This is kind of what I'm doing. And then now it's to have us choose a primary out of either the Boltor or the Tigris. I'm gonna go with the Tigris. It's a double barrel shotgun, or you have a heavy assault rifle kind of deal. I just personally really like shotguns, so that's why I went with a shotgun. And then the last one on the list here is melee. You have the Krillin. This just looks really awesome in general. It's also a really nice weapon. And then there's the Fragor, which is also pretty good too. I'll go with the Krillin. Melee because it looks amazing on the back. The Warframe. And the weapons aren't bad either.
You're no tenno, but I have seen worse.
Sure. You want to tell me what's so special about these tenno? This ain't so hard.
From the other side, they command the self-same powers of void that make the walls of our prison. I suspect the paradox is their attempt to help us.
Okay.
It was war, after all. It defined us. We were made to hate without reflection. Oh, feeling better? That Warframe took a greater toll on you than I expected.
Who are you talking to?
If you are recovered, we must begin at once to seek the other pieces of Thrax's figurine. I expect they will manifest the same as paradoxes on the surface. Gear up, look around, and tell me when you are ready.
How'd you end up here anyway?
Through the eye of a storm. I'm not sure if I was dead or alive at the time. You?
Oh, it's been too long for me. Maybe I was on that ship, or maybe the same way you did.
Thrax will reset the spiral the moment he senses a Warframe on the surface. We will save that for the Undercroft. This should at least give you a fighting chance against his false stacks. All his horses, all his men. The sooner you find the pieces, the sooner you get out of this place. He's in a mood. See for yourself.
Oh, there's the problem.
You have angered Thrax. And because he is a creature of emotion, his world follows. From the Duviri tales, the Prince of Fire. Be wary. In the story, the king's men had blades of molten steel.
The imp's grown suspicious of me. His spies approach even now to surveil. Me! One more bucket of piss splashed in my face for the world to see! Take care of this before we're both in the stocks!
As the never-to-be king's fortune rose, so too did his fire, his indignation, his anger.
That's him. Thrax's enforcer. My replacement. For 2 pins, I'd come down there and smash his face in myself. But I can't. So you have to. Help yourself to his chest!
Oh. He's dead. Cool. As much as I would love to, we're not gonna use it. But
Now,
This won't be
anger
terrible.
is a powerful weapon, be sure of that. But it burns friend and foe alike.
The blasted undercroft. Nothing but a haphazard mass of chaos under the Imp's rule. Get a portal open. I have had enough! We are fixing this mess!
Confront the maddened ones who walk the undercroft.
Ah, yes.
The shadows of
The
armies that
simplest
do not yet exist.
of mission
Ensure
types.
they never become fully real.
Extermination. Just kill. The goal is just to kill. No time frame, no nothing. Just kill. God, this is so slow. My exalted blade is so much faster than this, but this is of course a starter setup, so that's because I wanted to figure out this question, so here we are figuring out this question. For current or even new players of the game who just are not exactly sure on where to go. Honestly, starting from the Paradox is probably going to be a better option, even if it doesn't really give you any better gear right off the gate. Because it already gives you an idea on your mission types that you'll be playing throughout the game, and giving you a little bit of the new Drifter combat as well as some Warframe combat as the strength of your frame. So this is a really good way for new players to get a feel for how broken their frame will be when they actually start really working on it.
I was the rightful heir, but the boy was chosen. Why is this always happening to me? What is wrong with me? Am I not good enough for all of you?
Do you feel it? Nearby. The paradox you seek. Good. Return to me when you are ready.
Three
I
more
guess we're
pieces
born
of
with
that?
anger. An instinct like any other. Like squinting at the sun or flinching from a burn. But some of us, maybe we learn it.
Easy. I have you. You saw that ship in the sky? The Zeramin? Our child king must be one of those who was abandoned there. A tenno.
You said the tenno are trying to help me. This paradox stuff. Now, you're saying Thrax is one of them? He doesn't seem too helpful.
The history I know. That Zeramin ship returned from the void, bringing with it the extraordinary power the tenno command. But here is a different path, I suppose. A difference in parallel. A paradox in itself. The world above changes
This
every day
makes
following what Thrax feels.
no sense,
Ready
but yet,
yourself for the next day and
considering the
what
fact
you
that
have
DE was
learned.
allowing this to exist in their story, really shows how much of a story they truly have. Yes, I know I haven't exactly been talking a whole lot within this one, but that's because a lot of this is like actual dialogue that could be interesting for, you know, tenno.
Well, it seems that Thrax woke on the right side of his crib today.
Because you can use this as several things. One, you can use this as an idea on how to go through the Daviri paradox. Or you could also use this as, well, exactly what we're trying to do here. Figuring out what it's like to start the game from the paradox instead of the other option.
Remember, the joy he feels is not lacking in danger. Find the fable hidden and play it out. That way, you may discover the next paradox, the next piece we need.
Anyways.
You won't be happy till you can stand on your own 2 feet. Something's hidden nearby. You are going to find it by yourself.
It's not really all that hidden. It's like hiding behind a tree or something. Or it's right here behind this rock. Again, it's really not that hidden. Puzzle, just click on the dots. Click X on the dots. There's technically another version of that where it's got a bar to it. In that case, you just want to click and hold it until you reach the other one and then let go of it.
Problems could be solved simply by making them go away.
I feel like with this one I could just go underneath. Oh, I don't have a dash. Because, yeah, there's a couple of holes in
Not everyone is strong enough to confront the darkness within.
There we go.
Are you going to keep putting it off? Or are you going to take action?
Thank you.
could other people not simply be as happy as Mathila was? Why do they have to be so difficult?
Because not everyone is
The
that way.
Undercroft is a source of unbridled negativity. We are about joy, and nothing but joy. So your path is clear, isn't it?
Oh, that's an odd spot for a portal. Let's see, do we have a defense or survival this time? Or shoot, it might be a void flood or whatever.
The longer you can
It's
keep
not
this
the-
Undercroft
okay.
manifestation active, the greater the gains for the other side.
This is a survival mission. These missions are self-explanatory. It's just survive, just have to exterminate was also self-explanatory. But in this one, you also just want to treat it like an extermination mission.
As well as takes.
Kill everything, because they will drop
Slay
their
may
own life
drop
support,
concentrated life support.
and only use the big life support capsules when needed. Don't utilize the life support capsules when they spawn in, because the enemies will drop life support. Will have a chance to drop life support for you, allowing you not to need it. I usually don't bother with life support until I'm about, I think, 20%. Until the game actually reminds me of the fact that, oh, I'm low on life support, very much. And then I bother with it. Which is usually not much of a problem within standard gameplay sessions, because life support is pretty easy. And just within the paradox, wow, I've already got an achievement. That is incredible. I've had to kill so many enemies already that I've gotten the achievement for killing a ton of enemies. That's great. But yeah. Survival is simple. Kill the enemies until you truly need your life support to come back up. Some people have a more reasonable way of doing this. I kind of just say screw it when it gets to like 20% or whenever the hell. Lotus or Teshin or who else
Predicting life support drop point.
is with you. Starts labeling the fact that, hey, you're getting low on your life support. That's usually when I end up doing it. It works for me at that point, and I'm still able to get everything I need done.
Periodically, life support will appear. Use it only as you must.
Supposedly, as survival missions will get harder and harder to keep the life support up to a certain point. But if you're able to kill fast enough, you should never have a problem with life support. And I see I have managed to run out of energy. And because I have ran out of energy, I just don't have the energy to, Right, I forgot this is also a fully automatic shotgun. Why'd you put so much fire rate on this? You do not need this much fire rate for this weapon.
Come on! Plenty of room for it.
And there we go. Survival mission.
I do. You all want happiness, but none of you wants to put in the work. Oh, do you think this beautiful light in my heart oh, just got there by itself? Do you?
She's lost it.
Look how big I am.
Ow. Well, anyways.
You found it. Good. So tell me, did Mathilla's joy wear off on you?
I hope you're kidding.
You think I'm not paying attention? You think I don't know what you're up to? My darks are searching. We will find your nasty little den soon enough.
Our whole lives, we run towards it. Something, someone, some wavering oasis of joy and contentment. Sad thing is, most happiness seems to come by accident. Maybe it's not about getting it, but letting it.
You're smiling.
I am not.
His memories are giving you something. As these emotions flow through you, you take from him his singular power over the world.
I don't want Chersies. I want out.
But look, the Dormizone. It's lit up now.
Oh yay, the dorm zone. Now I gotta run all the way back here. It's interesting that you get access to this so early in the game now. You usually don't get access to this until much later in the game. Like, I do believe this was like end game content when you actually got to the Dormer Zone. Because just how much shit you had to run through.
Oh, shit. You hungry?
Go ahead, but save some for Lua. Now, do you believe it?
Let's go.
Who is this new friend of yours, anyway? I made you. I kept you safe all this time. There's nothing I can't be.
Ignore him. Play out the day. Let him see that his control has weakened.
Yeah.
The king has these generators built, and then he lets them go to rack and ruin. Get it running again. Give me a taste of his power.
I was hoping you'd find yourself alive.
Bombastine was never satisfied. He wanted more. For all that others had was an affront to his being.
Those sentries look down on me. There goes Bombastine, they say. Fire a shot over his head and watch him jump. Well, today, you're taking him down to my level.
I tire of this foolishness.
dip. I lost a sentry post. I may wet myself.
Behind his acts of kindness and generosity lay but one thought. How can this performance benefit me?
Thrax's power is rooted in the Undercroft. Without it, he's not that big of a deal. Not really. Perhaps you should make your way inside for a little takeover bid.
Many defensive battles within the Origin system were lost. Through the Paradox, you now have the chance to undo those defeats.
Defense mission.
The winds blow fiercely. The rains do not relent. Still, the stout bow stands. Prepare yourself. A fresh wave approaches. Your resolve is being tested. Do not falter. Enemies incoming. Stand fast.
I forgot how little of a break they give you here in between each wave. Not necessarily mind it though. Bingo, baby.
Come on! Plenty of room for everyone. Do not shove.
You'll all be able to see. I promise.
The
All right.
enemy has been exhausted. If only for now.
And there's that part done and dealt with.
I'll see she never sings again. It was me that gave her that voice. It's I who deserves the stage, not that ungrateful harpy. Me! 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 Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
It wasn't me that started stirring up this mess with the executions. You got it in your head to get out. Don't you see now? These stories are for you. For us.
No, Lua? Nothing's worse than anger, right? It burns your lungs. It ashes the trees. But you can see it, right? And after it passes, maybe something new sprouts up. But resentment. Resentment is desolation. It salts the soil so that nothing ever grows again.
Didn't see it coming, did you? That I was just using you. You think there's some magic land outside of here? All there is war and suffering. Understand?
I think so.
Do you? Do you really? You keep calling this a prison, but you know what it really is. It's the only place in the entire universe that is actually safe.
Yeah, clearly.
You had it all. A whole world to yourself. But you were bored, ungrateful. You had to bite the hand that feeds.
Like Lua, huh?
Like what?
Once upon a time, there was a dying old man. As he lay on his bed, dying, he called to each of his beloved children.
will commence presently. Come on, come on! Plenty of room for everyone.
When each did hear his rasping call, they answered with a hollow lump.
Teshin! Teshin!
So they came to his bedside, one by one, and his firstborn knelt there. And the old man said, my child, why be your eyes so dry? And the firstborn said, so that I might be strong, father. And so the old man gave to them the deeds for all his lands. To his second-born, he said again, my child, why be your eyes so dry? And his second child said, I shed no tears, father, for I chose now to remember only the joy you made of my life. And so unto him the old man gave his family home. And when his last child had entered, he said again, my child, you were my favorite of all. Why show you no feelings at all? And the last child said to him, I feel nothing, for it was I who has killed you.
Where is he?
Don't you worry. Justice comes swiftly in my kingdom. finished. By my decree. I've never seen you like this. So ready to fight. It makes me so happy. But why are you doing this? I have your measure. For the king! This much for me.
Sorrow. It's just down in this section, just quickly run through a bunch of them.
Wake up, Tenno.
Loden, you really love killing people by impalement, don't you?
Teshin!
Take care of Lua for me.
I will.
You're feeling now.
I am.
He's dead and he's gone, and he's not coming back. I don't care how angry you get. You can't change anything. You can't change yourself. Are you stupid? It's too late.
Now he has been dethroned.
This is
His curse upon you.
Wait a second. Did I not notice that the first time I went through this? Holy shit. I'm just not paying too much attention to that.
you. Can have it.
Begin again.
You're thinking, is this real? Or some fevered dream? You did it. You took control.
I always had it. Thrax didn't make this place.
You did. But you reset it. You gave it all back to him. Why?
Why?
I guess it felt like a good trade. So, what's next?
Those beyond the wall have helped you. You will need to repay that debt. But you've earned your freedom. A way through the paradox and out of the spiral. Be warned, you'll not be as you are now, but as you were then. Do you see it? The other side.
I see it.
What will you do?
So, as much as I would love to say to stay and continue with this, the whole point is I wanted to see what happens if you just did the story and moved on. So we're going to leave, and we're going to head into the origin system. Let's see what happens here. Obviously, if you stayed in Deviri, you would continue the Deviri cycles.
Sometimes you get stuck. Sometimes you go numb. Color drains away. You stop trying. And that just feeds
we'll
the
have to figure
spiral
out.
going down. Maybe you'll get lucky one day.
But hey, we're almost done
See
here,
yourself
and
in
this
the
is taking me
mirror and
less time than it did the
snap
first
out
time
of it.
going through this.
But for some
I feel
of
like the
us,
first time,
it takes
which
more.
I do have that
Friend,
stream on my channel, but I'm
stranger,
pretty sure that went for about 3 hours.
A
We've been here for about an hour and a half. And there's the completion of the Deviri Paradox. With Deviri finished and returning back to the orbiter, well, I guess returning to our orbiter for the first time, let us see what we gotta keep, or what happens next.
For generations you've slept. No purpose. No call to wake you.
What? No, I have seen this.
Grimnir.
This is a normal starting.
Seeds from the ruins of the old war, swallowing colonies whole. But there's still hope. The Tenno. Monuments of an ancient warrior caste. Scattered across frail worlds.
Warframe cinematics are so good. I wish the kunai was that good, dude. Also, Excalibur's only running with this. Not even running with this katana. They make the abilities seem way more powerful than they really are here. He actually had to change how Noah Magnetize worked for this factory here. Because the cinematic shows you can do that, but you can't do it in the game. Or at least you couldn't do it in the game. You can now. I wish.
Together, they fought back. Bringing an end to an empire. Then, they left.
And that was the last years of them.
Forgotten. Like a dream. Wake up, Tenno. Wake up.
Okay. I guess we'll start. I guess we'll go with Excalibur again.
I see the Lotus has tried to wake you. Pity she's too late.
Okay, I'm gonna skip through all this.
Quick, use your power. Defend yourself. An extraction ship is waiting for you, but the Grineer will be hunting you. Arm yourself. There's a cache of weapons ahead. Grab what you can. Good. The extraction point is up ahead. Hurry, before Vor finds out you've escaped. A tenno flows like fire over the battle terrain. Do you remember how to dash up walls?
Salvage team, why have you not reported in? My decrepit heart is pounding. This one is stronger than the rest. Lock the area down. This tenno is mine.
Quick, get to the console and release the lockdown. Do that, and I will guide you to your old ship. It's your only chance.
The Queens wants to destroy you, but I need to know more.
Stop touching me, you... What? Are my senses deceiving me? Operator, is that you?
Enemy reinforcements are here. Ship Cephalon, we require immediate extraction.
The operator is in danger? I will need a few moments to cycle the engines.
Tenno, are you afraid? You cannot hide from these old eyes.
There we go.
I locked you. You will return to me.
Okay, so I figured that would be a pretty broken way if DE actually allowed that to happen, and I'm kind of glad that they didn't allow it to happen that way, because that would be utterly stupid. That all of us older kind of know how to deal with these shittier weapons to start off our game, but newer tenno can start off with much better gear. That is not the case, it seems. Regardless on how new to the game you are still gonna have to start. You still start with the same boring weapons of choice, it seems, because after you do Duviri's story, you get thrown into the starting portion of the normal story. If you decide to do Duviri's and then, well, come to do the normal story. But when I just figured, when I just played there, now I probably won't go much further than this. Maybe we'll go a little bit further because Forest Prize is, I think, technically a part of the story, or at least your intro to Warframe.
You seek reward.
Well, no, maybe not. So yes.
The Grineer are ravenous for this old technology.
And of course we get these and
theirs.
all of
Perhaps
this nonsense.
there are systems left in the orbiter compartment.
So the next thing on the list is to return. So yeah, we need to do Force Prize.
Components have been removed. The lower orbiter compartments have no life support. Why did the operator abandon me? Arsenal management could be restored if the operator wishes it.
So we'll have to go through this starting portion again, which is totally fine. Now we're just gonna keep everything bland. We're not gonna worry too much about it.
You honor Ordis. Now I can supply.
We're not gonna worry about a whole lot of stuff here.
Better monitored firepower. Oh, the violation. Those have been looted as well.
Anyway, so this is
We need to figure out what Captain Vor has done to you and stop him, but we'll need help. I found a communication segment we might
That is
salvage for
very
your ship.
interesting.
When you are ready, activate your navigation system.
Orders
Well,
hopes the operator
we'll go
will
through War's
punish
Prize
you
here,
for
and
dismantling.
then that'll be it. And that will pretty much be the stream, because I only wanted to stream to figure out what was this, you know, what would happen if you did this. And then, of course, yeah, I will have a smaller video that will actually go through and explain it as well. For those of you who don't really pay attention to streams, or like the idea about paying attention to streams,
The Ascaris is working.
we'll just
Breaking through. I see the shadows of your mind.
But since this is how the game is, in my opinion, you're better off just starting off from the Warframe story, not even bothering with Duviri's story until maybe later in your game.
How you defeat those measures is up to you.
Because the Warframe story will jump you right into the main content of the game, and well, that is where all the goodies are.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. The segment
But
is
running
yours.
Duviri's story and then running the main story, you can kind of get a feel for every single mission type. Survival, defense, and extermination are labeled within Duviri. Spy is one we just did, and I cannot seem to hit this enemy for the same amount of life. That is the most embarrassing thing ever. But then you have Spy here. I mean, you can totally do the very paradox first. But this is kind of to see, you know, how it all sets up and how everything is. You got some mods, I'll throw those on, I guess, just so we have something to actually work on through the idea of mod capacity. Just so we can progress through our game, really. But we're not here for much. Here for very simple
Orator
things.
Void Cloak engaging. Welcome back, operator. The operator has recovered a segment.
Install it now.
Orders patiently awaits its installation.
Get communications online. I must analyze what Vors Ascaris is doing to your Warframe. This technology is beyond the Grineer. It must be Corpus in origin.
Systems engaging. I suppose this will do. Ordis is grateful. The operator is now connected with other tenno in the system. The operator may now contact all black market scumbags. Contact arms dealers.
Excellent idea, Ordis. Tenno, we need to make contact with a Corpus defector.
Now we're gonna go save Darvo.
The arms dealer is named Darvo. He's being held in the prison block on the other side of this factory complex. How many Grineer slaves died to build this place? Darvo is out for himself, but he is sympathetic toward the Tenno. The Grineer must have found out.
The Ascaris is working, breaking through. I see the shadows of your mind.
Don't let Vor distract you.
This is a
Focus
rescue
on the
mission.
It's our only hope of figuring out this link with him. This is the prison block. If you can avoid detection by the Warden, it may be easier to get Darvo out. Bypass the security so we can enter. Search these cells for Darvo. He has to be here somewhere.
Now the Ascaris has burrowed deep enough to give me influence. Shall we see how your shields work?
The Ascaris is letting Vor control your shield. We must figure out how to remove it. Avoid taking damage while I try and block him.
I owe you for this, tenno. I will give my entourage to meet us in orbit once we're clear of this mess.
Extraction is ready. Remember, your success here depends on getting Darvo out of there, alive.
The Lotus must be desperate to send you fetching greedy fools from the Crocus.
So these missions actually do give some pretty nice starter mods that you will definitely want to be utilizing throughout your adventures in the game. Redirection, vitality, stretch, intensify, continuity. These are all really good mods, but you may not necessarily use all of them for capacity reasonings or other various reasons.
I see the operator can enable the mod segment now. Ordis will be delighted to show you how to upgrade your arsenal. May I recommend fire? Operator, I've linked the mod segment to your arsenal now. No need to thank me.
Upgrade your Warframe now.
Go to the arsenal to see the weapon upgrade options you have.
Alright, so I
An
guess since
excellent
we're gonna
find,
go
operator.
run through all
there are
this real
hundreds
quick.
of these mods to locate. If my calculations are correct, there are exactly a lot
of possibilities.
Install the mod before we can continue.
We're just gonna throw vitality on.
Thanks for helping me out back there.
For the Paris, we'll just throw on the Serration, Lado, Foreign Strike.
It's a parasitic restraint. We Corpus use something similar to keep our robotics in line. So, to settle my debt,
I can't put on the pressure point just yet.
for free, because I like you. And well, a lot of my customers don't live long with these Grineer dogs chewing up the system. Here, use your foundry to build a countermeasure device from this blueprint. Good luck.
We don't even have the
Vor's
foundry open.
Ascaris is burrowing into your Warframe. I'm worried it will affect your mind. I can't lose you, Tenno. We must restore the ship's foundry immediately. A nearby ore extraction colony will have the foundry technology you need. I am certain they will share it with you. Its location has been added to your navigation console. Tenno, we may have a problem. The colony is unresponsive. Get to the surface so we can see what's going on.
I want wanna say... No, I'm pretty sure all this is Grenier. I don't think there's any little bit of the infestation yet. No, because I don't think you're gonna see witness the infestation until you get to No, Mercury.
I was afraid of this. The Grenier are here, and I cannot find any signs of living colonists. You still have a job to do. Find the Foundry segment. Good. Your ship is one step closer to completion. Now, there is one more thing you need to do. Eliminate all Grenier and provide justice for the colonists.
Soon the worm will
So this is a little bit of a extermination mission on top of a, well, really just a collection mission. But this is a possible thing that can happen within a capture mission.
This was once
The first thing would have been the
prosperous
capture,
independent
the
colony,
capture
until
target,
Grenier arrived.
and now the Ascaris is about to shut off Lotus.
will return when I deliver you to them.
Oh,
Now, are you there? The signal cannot be boosted any further.
and
We are running out of time.
why do I even try to be? Okay. Now we can get out of here. And now I have Excalibur's Radio Blind, which we won't really be utilizing.
Well executed.
And of course we got more mods. Because mods are nice.
Your foundry segment is ready for installation, operator. Will the operator build a cephalon to replace me?
No, Ortis. We won't be building any Cephalon to replace you. I think there's only one.
Foundry restored. Here, the operator will craft many powerful weapons and tools to exact revenge for dismantling me. To expand your arsenal. Oh no. Operator, our component storage has been looted as well. Typical Corpus. Sure, the blueprint is free, but jack up the components. Operator, we will need resources in order to build the countermeasure blueprint.
Yeah, we'll need that. These ones are automatic.
Tenno, I just received a very explicit message from your ship, Sevlon. If you're looking for resources, why didn't you just say so? I know just the place, but I demand an apology. My mother is no gymnast, and she would never eat those things.
You can go straight to... Operator, I am sorry.
Wow. You may want to get a new ship, Sevlon, when you can afford it. That one seems glitched. I've marked your navigation with a place I know. It's good for resources, if you can stand the cold.
And one thing I totally forgot about is public. We're on public, which means we'll be running into other tenno. After all, this is a multiplayer game.
Darvo's intel suggests that this outpost is host to several rich supply caches. Raid the caches and take what you need. This outpost belongs to the Corpus,
They're
a
both
secretive but extremely powerful merchant cult known to be working with the Grineer. Darvo will fill you in.
Legions of robots, mindless automatons, freaking lasers. These guys are bad news, but they're also loaded, which is why you're here.
Keep moving. There is more here.
Technically, this is stealing, but don't let that bother you. The Corpus aren't exactly beacons of moral fortitude either. They sell anything to anyone. Don't get me wrong, I like profits. A lot. But I don't sell my wares to the damned Grineer. That's unforgivable.
Good work, but you're not done yet. Find the next cache. You almost have what you need. Time for extraction, Tara. You've got all you came for.
The Ascaris has reached your mind and rendered your lotus mute. You will return to me over your own free will.
Nah, I don't think so.
Operator, are you alright?
This part of your journey is over, Tenno. I admire you for your struggle, but now I am part of you.
Lotus, do something. Help the operator.
We Grineer are millions strong, but with a flaw. We are diseased, rotting, sterile. But now we have you.
Operator, do not abandon me again. Build the countermeasure.
I did this for my love, my queens. They will forgive my insubordination when I deliver you to them. Our love will be reborn as we feed on your divine blood. Our children will flourish without disease. And I will die at last, at peace. Father, grandfather. What do you think you're doing? What a waste.
Tenno. Good. You managed to disarm Vor's Ascaris. I thought I lost you. Oh no. The Ascaris had a tampering failsafe. It's burrowed into you and armed itself. We'll need to find Vor before it detonates. Get to navigation. Boarding a Grineer ship to access their personnel records will be the fastest way to find Vor.
Operator, what are you waiting for? Ordis assumes finding Vor implies violence?
Yes, Ordis, yes. Finding Vor is going to imply lots of violence and lots of murder. Even though that's practically the same thing and I'm aware. But yes. Violence will be indeed there.
The systems on this Grineer galleon can be made compatible with their ship. Find and extract a navigation segment.
You have murdered my sons and disgraced me before my queens. But soon, the Ascaris will complete its task and bring you to me.
Good work. We have what we... Wait. Tenno. Coordinates in this nav segment put the galleon on a direct course to a convoy of colonists. You have a choice. You can extract now, or you can disable this galleon and save the colonists. Saving the colonists could jeopardize this mission. I recommend you head straight to extraction, but the choice is yours. The Ascaris failsafe is attacking your systems. Your shield capacity has just been halved. You're wasting precious time, Tenno.
If they choose to go for it, that's entirely up to
Fuel
them.
injectors. This ship has escaped. I admire your noble intentions, Tenno, but you must survive for the future of the system. When you are ready, proceed to the navigation console. This is our chance. Vor has been stripped of his elite guard. He is vulnerable. Take him out.
I could have saved the Grineer, but they cast me out. Maybe it's not too late to draw your divine blood. I will put you down like a rabbit cooper. Has sent you to die. You will join us, one way or another.
The assassination target is here. Wipe them out.
Grineer! Attack! Your corpse will serve us well. Shields down. Distract them.
Tenno, look. The Ascaris detonator has just disintegrated. It's as if it was directly connected to Vor. You're done here. Go to extraction. They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out of here. You've done it, Tenno. Vor's Ascaris is gone. You are free now. But your work has just begun. The Origin system is in chaos, and it needs you, Tenno. Vor was just a part of the Grineer machine, and we have seen that the Corpus have begun amassing weapons of their own. It is a dangerous time.
Ordis will gladly assist the operator in cutting a bloody path in whatever mission they choose.
We will be at your side. There will be others too. It is time for the Tenno to return. So, what mission will you do next?
Alright, well, there's Vor's prize. Done and dealt with. So that'll be the end of this stream to figure out what happens if a new player decided to start from the Javiri Paradox. The answer, in short, is really nothing. You just play an extra long tutorial. So if you want to learn a lot into what kind of gameplay that you're expecting, maybe running to Zaviri wouldn't necessarily be a terrible idea. But if you're really just looking to get right on into it and get as much done as possible with the actual storyline of the game, you'll want to completely ignore the paradox and go straight to the Warframe story. Your Warframes and weapons do not change. Your Warframes of choice are still going to be from Excalibur, Volt, and Mag, respectively. Your primary weapons are still going to be between the MK1 Paris and the MK1 Breton. Your secondaries are still going to be between the Lato and the MK1 Kunai, and your melees are still going to be between the Skana and the MK1 Bow. There is no difference. The only difference is the longer
Ordis has been
tutorial.
counting stars, operator. All accounted for.
So that'll be all for this one. Thank you so much for stopping by, watching, and learning this honestly pointless beginning to this game. Until next time, which won't be much longer because I will be posting a shorter version of this clip, or of this entire stream, to really label just simply the conclusion of this all. But until then, until next time, tenno.